Today is Saturday. Welcome to my channel. It's a little cloudy. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to wipe my camera a little bit and see if it's gonna be less cloudy. Sorry. Maybe my camera was a little greasy. Okay, is it a little better? Yeah, it's less cloudy. Hi everybody, today is Saturday night. This is a long weekend because in the United States there is an extra holiday on Monday, May 29th. It's going to be Memorial Day when we remember all the veterans and all the soldiers who gave their life for the freedoms we have and who protected our freedoms, and brave soldiers who passed away. So it's a Memorial Day on Monday and we don't have work. So I have a long weekend so I can truly relax and recharge, and I can do something around the house, something like basic stuff, some like chores, but I can also relax and recharge over the weekend and take good rest. So for the next work week I'll be ready and relaxed and rested. As you may know, I came back from a 3-day cruise last weekend on Bahamas, and it was a really nice cruise. And I made a couple of videos and shorts from the big cruise ship Disney Cruise Wish, and I'll continue to post some videos and shorts. So if you'd like to see about nice Disney vacation on the big Disney Cruise Wish, you can watch my videos and my shorts, and I'll really appreciate your comments and likes. But tonight, because I felt a little, I don't know, I felt a little blue. I just out of nowhere, I felt a little, not sad, but a little bit drained and a little bit out of place. I don't know if it's because after the vacation I kind of had a good time and then I came back to the reality. Maybe that made me a little uneasy. But today I decided to make a video with like, now I don't see any makeup on my face, and I decided to make a live stream about how I do my everyday makeup. So today I got my very basic makeup products, and I wanted to show you how I do my makeup routine every morning when I go to work. So this is going to be a day makeup, so it's not going to be too much, not too sparkly. It's going to be very light, and because it's a day makeup, I do it, I go to work, I don't go to any parties, or I don't go out, or I don't go on a date. It is more quiet makeup. I consider it very modest makeup, not too much, but it still shows that your face is a little bit enhanced with the products I use. So I wanted to do this live stream showing how I apply my makeup and what products do I use for every day going to work. First of all, I like to apply a little lip balm. So while I put my makeup, my lips getting moisturized, and I'm gonna talk. I hope you can hear me well. If you're here and you're watching this, please let me know how can you hear me, if you can hear me well. If you cannot hear me well, I might use the microphone. I might stop and come back and I'll need to attach the microphone. Okay, I already moisturized my face from I use basic moisturizing cream. This is the cream I use for moisturizing. I believe the name is Stravacetin. Smells really good. So I already applied it about 30 minutes ago, so my face is nice and moisturized. And my face is very round. So because I put my hair up today, usually I do my hair down, and usually I straighten it with a straightening iron, but I never liked my round face because it was very round. And when I started to look makeup tutorials, and I looked at the bloggers, and they give you tips how to do contouring, how to do different shades on your face to make your face a little more not so round, but a little more elongated. So let's start. Before I put my makeup, I usually use this little drops for my eyes, because this will brighten a little bit my eyes and get rid of the little red lines. Like when your eyes have a little pink or red, this beautiful magical drops, they're called Lumify. They get rid of the pink or red lines that you may see in your eyes. And you know, I like my eyes to be nice and bright, so I put these little drops. Okay, first I showed you my makeup I bought recently, a couple of weeks ago, and they came up with a new formula for Teint Idole from Lancome. And they didn't have my color, but they kind of matched me to a new neutral color. I like neutral colors for my foundation. So they gave me 135N neutral, and I looked some videos about comparison of the old formula to the new formula, and I really like this new formula too. I found that this new formula is easy to apply. I usually pump a little bit on my hand, and I found that this is a very nice liquidy formula. Very nice and liquidy, and you can apply it with a little sponge over the brush. I like because they matched it to my skin. It's not very dark, it's very neutral, and it doesn't make my face yellow or too pink. So I really like this foundation, and it's very easy to apply. It's a little more runny than the previous formula, but I like when it's runny because you can apply it easily. Hello, hi Lenочка. How are you? How is your weekend going? I apply on the top of my eyelids too. Even if I don't use eyeshadows on everyday makeup, when I apply the foundation on the top of my eyelids, I can use a little bit of highlighter on the upper eyelids to make my eyes a little more open less tired. It's interesting because when you look at the camera, you cannot really see how you apply your makeup. So I'm gonna look a little bit in my beautiful LED mirror. And since we bought these mirrors for my new bathroom, the light is very good. The lighting is very good in the morning. And even if you wake up not so pretty, the perfect lighting in the mirror make you look a little better than you are. So I like those mirrors because I find them very flattering when it comes to your face. Okay, so I don't apply a lot of foundation. This foundation is buildable, that's what they say. It means like you can apply a couple of different layers wherever you need. And on everyday makeup, I don't use the concealer. I mostly use this foundation and that's it. And I don't use a thick coat. I use very light coat just to cover my little imperfections on my face. And a little blue on the eyes. And I also use a little bit to cover my neck. So my neck color is the same as my face color. Lenочka, if you're still here, Lena in Boris, New Jersey, please tell me if you can hear me well. Сейчас прочту. Tomorrow go to park, see trees. Nice. We have very rainy season. Every day it rains, thunderstorms. So we stay at home on the AC and do house chores. And as I said earlier in the beginning of my live stream, for some reason I feel a little down for the past few days. I just feel down. I don't have a lot of energy. I feel like I'm a little sad that my vacation wasn't long, and I'm very busy at work, and I kind of keep up with everything at home and at work, and for some reason I felt a little down. So as you may see, I applied this foundation in a very thin layer, but you almost cannot see it. If you look like a little down on my below my neck, can't even notice the difference. And I really love that color because that's what I needed for the day makeup, because I don't want to go to work and look like I'm going to a club. So this foundation just covers what it needs to cover. Okay, I don't work for a long time on my brows, but since I bought this beautiful eyebrow pencil, I tried to use it, and this color I bought lately is very light. So I'm gonna brush my eyebrows, and I'm going to use this pencil. This is, I believe it's taupe color, and I'm gonna just touch up my eyebrows a little bit, not too much. Just fill the little gaps I see. In the morning before I get to work, I like to listen to the relaxing music. It's my spa music. I call it my spa music to get ready for the day. So this is like not very dark. You probably can't even see that I applied that pencil, but it kind of gives me, it kind of defines the eyebrows a little more, this pencil. Okay. And from my previous live stream, after I went to Sephora, you probably saw my beautiful face palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I've been using it on a cruise every day, and I really loved it because it was easy to use and it was so beautiful. I can hear you well. Thank you, Lena. Foundations look very natural. Yes, thank you. That was my goal because I have a darker one when I used to go to like at night, and when I go out or I go into more like formal events. But for the day makeup, to go to work every day, I don't want to scare people with a lot of makeup. And I wasn't a big user of foundation until I was 30. So for the past like 15 years, I'm into foundation, and I always like the colors that are not too heavy, that are not full complete coverage. And if I need, I do use, on top of my foundation, I do use a little bit of what is called concealer, but today I'm not going to apply concealer because I don't apply it every day. And I only use concealer to kind of fill the dips under the eyes and on the nose and a little bit on the forehead. But thank you. Yes, this is a very, very good foundation. If you want to try, you need to go to the store and get matched to your skin. And usually girls kind of know if your skin type is warm or cold. I never like if it's cold, it's gonna be a little more pinkish. If it's warm, it's gonna be a little more yellowish. But I feel very safe with the neutral one, so I always buy neutral. Okay, let's go back to the face palette. So I bought it because it's 3-in-1. It's easy to apply, and I noticed that it's not too sparkly. For the contouring, I can use this color for the contouring, blends well, and it gives you a little, you know, color like you were in the sun, and it gives you a little suntan, I would say. This is a highlighter, and this is the blush. And I wasn't sure about peach blush, but when I apply peach blush, you're gonna see it looks really good. So I use the brush. I bought a Sephora brush. I don't remember. I bought it for the foundation. But then I started to use sponges for the foundation, and I like them a little better because the brush, when you use the brush for the foundation, everything stays in the brush, and I didn't like to use, I didn't like because my foundation will get stuck on the brush, and it won't last as long as when you're doing with the sponge. So I decided to use this brush for the contouring on for this bronzer that gives you a little contouring effect. And again, I'm gonna try to apply very light, and I apply it on my cheekbone. So I guess the rule for the contouring is you apply it to the places where the places on your face where you want your face to look skinnier. That's what I think the idea of contouring is, but I'm not very good at it, so I'm still learning Some days it looks better, some days it looks not so good, but I'm trying. So like I say, it's very nice bronzer. It's not too much. It's very light. It's powdery, like they say, powdery and buttery. You can always you don't worry it's too much, because this color we're gonna blend it in with the foundation. But you kind of start seeing how the face gets a little bit of, and I do a little bit on my hairline up here. You can barely see it on the camera, but I'm gonna blend it in. So at first it looks a little darker, but then it's gonna look okay when I blend it in. And I really like the idea of this being very light. And I do it on my nose, like the contouring on your nose help you kind of make your nose a little skinnier. I had a lot of trouble with my nose when I was a teenager. We didn't use makeup back then. Like some girls use makeup, but it was very basic. We didn't have good products back then. And you know, if I knew that you can use makeup to fix your nose a little bit, I'll probably use it from very early age to make my nose look smaller. But I didn't have that makeup, so my mom always would tell me my nose is too big, and that was like really hurtful. If you think about it now, it was really hurtful, but I don't think she tried to offend me. Okay, I use this little blender or whatever you call it, and I'm blending in this little contouring. I like this bronzer I put on my face. I'm trying to blend it in with my foundation, and it kind of like disappears, but it still gives me a little shade on my face. So I like to blend it in because I don't like it to look too dark, so it doesn't look like a stain on my face. So the most important thing is to blend it well. I think I put a little more on the left, as you may see, and I didn't put as much on the right. So let me try to fix it so it's even on both cheekbones. And again, when you do it every day, you kind of get better in it, and everybody is different and everybody's techniques are different. I like to do it fast because in the morning I can't stand an hour in front of the mirror to get ready. In the morning I usually use like about 30 minutes to put my makeup and straighten my hair. But today I'm not gonna straighten my hair. Okay, so you see it's still there on the cheekbones, but it's not very dark. Like I still, maybe because the light, is from that side, it looks a little more on the left than on the right. So, but when I look in the mirror up front, it doesn't look different. I guess the lighting, it's all about the lighting, which way the lighting is. Okay. Then I blend it in on my nose too. And you can see that it gives it nice shadows, and it's kind of look like little suntan, but it shapes up your face. Okay, yeah, that's what I think, because I'm Maybe I should move the camera a little bit. Okay, and yeah, maybe when I move the camera a little bit straighter, you may see that it kind of evens out now on both cheeks. See that my contouring kind of evens out when I put camera this way and the lighting is straight instead of angled. Yeah, now you may, I think you can see that the contouring looks a little more even on both cheekbones. Yeah, it's all about lighting. Леночка looks. Сейчас, Леночка. Sorry, Леночка, I cannot read. I didn't even bring my glasses. Still looks like. Can you hear my music? I hope the YouTube won't ban me for using the music, the background music, because I'm kind of talking over it. I just like my music. Okay. And again, even if there are light imperfections, it's just a video. It's not like a tutorial, it's just to do something, to feel myself pretty and bright. Okay, I hope you like it. And I do use a little bit under my chin because I kind of want to make these parts to look a little skinnier than they are. Of course, we all gain weight here and there, and I'm not an exception. At that age, our metabolism slows down and we don't need to eat some calories, but we still eat them because life is too short to be on a diet and not to enjoy various foods. So I don't have food restrictions, but I eat everything, but I eat in very moderate little portions. So I'm not overeating. But when you put this bronzer under your chin and a little bit on your neck, it's very light. So when I use my other contouring stick, it's a little more thick. It's creamy, it's a stick, but it's hard to blend in. And this one, again, I wanted it to be light, so, and again, under the gotta blend it in because you don't want to see a lot of brown. And if I see that I put too much, you can always fix it with a little bit of, if you see you made a mistake and you applied a little too much, you can always get a little more of the foundation and fix little spots where you think you touch the bronzer where it's not supposed to go. Okay, and again, it's all about blending in, and I only put so much just to give an illusion that there is nothing, that I don't have a double chin. Even if I do a little bit, when you put this a little darker here, darker bronzer, it kind of covers up a little bit. So the rule is whatever you need to hide needs to be a little darker, has a little shade, and whatever you want to stick out needs to be white, highlighted. That's pretty much basic, I guess, rule, but I learned it during watching YouTube tutorials. And I know like it looks so great on the model when they're on the YouTube tutorials, but when you start doing it, you don't know what you're really doing. So you're experimenting, and you find like the more you do it, the more you find the ways you like it, how it turns out. So I think it's good enough. And again, the neck, you just put a little bit so the neck doesn't look too brown and it doesn't look like it's dirty or something. And if you're wearing something with the, of course you don't put a lot makeup here if you wear like something on your neck, so you don't want the makeup to end up on your clothes, so you kind of know what you're wearing. But now I can put a little more on my neck. Okay, now I'm trying to cover if I put a little too much up here. And I blend it in again. It's all about blending in. Okay, so how do you like this bronzer? I think it's not too much. I think I could put a little more to have a skinnier look. But you know, sometimes if I put more, it makes me look a little too tired and a little too like my cheekbones are a little more defined, and it kind of gives out the bronzer. Again, my goal is that my makeup is not noticeable. Hello, hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome. Nice to see you. Drop me a comment. Where are you from? Good morning. Good morning. You must be from the other part of the world because it's night for us here. It's 9:30 p.m. 9:25 p.m. So it's nighttime. And even I'm not going anywhere tonight. I was just decided to go live to do something to show you my makeup routine. If it's not a morning, it's night, I don't go anywhere, but that's pretty much my morning routine. When I go to work, I wouldn't have time to film it, but today I had time to film it. Okay, next. Oh, I need to go get my glasses, reading glasses. Sorry, I can't see you. In India morning, good morning, good morning. Rise early. I'm doing my morning makeup routine, but it's night in the United States. It's 9:30 p.m. on Saturday, and I'm going to the club. No, just kidding. I'm not going to the club. I decided to go live to see if my viewers can come join me, because for the past few days I felt a little down. I felt a little, I don't know, upset with something. So I'm doing my makeup to cheer me up and just to share the routine of the makeup I usually use when I go to work. And again, my philosophy when I go to work, I don't want it to be too bright. So I just applied foundation so far, a little bit of bronzer. I blended it in, and now next I go to the highlighter. Here is the highlighter in the middle. I love that color. It's not too sparkly, and I use a little more flat brush for the highlighter, because for the highlighter I'm gonna kind of try to apply it in certain lines, and I don't want the poofy brush to blend it. I use a little more flat brush, and my brushes are very simple. They're not very fancy or expensive or like brand names. I buy them when I see them and I like them, I buy them. And then if I get too tired of them, I just throw them away. I wash them once in a while. So here is the highlighter. So what I do for the highlighter, I apply it here on my forehead. Then I apply it on my nose. Okay, Леночка, вы здесь? You're here? Okay. Now where are my glasses? I'm gonna see what you're writing. Live chat. Music is very distant. Good, good. I think your video going to be helpful for me. For the last 3 years, my eyebrows became sparse, and my goal to make them fuller. Okay, okay, you can try, there are a lot of products if you go to Sephora for your eyebrows, and I really like this Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil, because it's very thin tip, and it kind of, you can kind of draw them, but it's not too much, and they can match your color to your eyebrows, and it's easy. Even if you're not, I'm not an artist, I'm not very good in drawing, but with the makeup I kind of started to experiment. I kind of started to buy products and see what I like and how I apply them, and it started to work. So just don't be afraid to experiment, to find something you can do. And then I put a little highlighter on my chin, because like that part of my chin, because you kind of want to chin to be a little bit. And then I put a highlighter on this, on the bottom of my, cheeks. And because of that contrast, I think you can already see how my round face becoming a little more elongated, right? Because of that contrast. What do you think? I can see a little bit less round than it was when we started. And again, I really like this palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, because it's very light, powdery highlighter, and it doesn't feel too much on your skin. And it's always nice when your skin is well hydrated. I like to use creamy products too, but with the powder, when your skin is hydrated, you don't feel the powder as much as you feel creamy products. So I love powder and creamy. I love both. I just sometimes it's too hot in Florida, so you don't want too many layers of creamy stuff on your face, and the powder kind of gets off quickly. So by the end of the day, you might not see anything on your face. You still have some, but if you want to go again out, you need to do touch-ups or clean your makeup and start again and do a totally different night makeup if you're going out. Okay, and now I have a little trick. My top lip has always been thin like that, and at this point I'm not doing any injections, or I'm not into this, you know, big puffy lip thing. I mean, I could, but I'm kind of afraid of fillers, to tell you the truth. So I found a little trick I do to make my lip, my top lip a little fuller, or just to give an illusion that it's fuller. So I use a very thin brush. I use a highlighter, and I kind of put a highlighter on the top of my lip, like that. And I put a little bit in this little spot between my nose and my lip. And this is my little trick. So if you put the, you kind of blend it in. If you put the lipstick, your lip will look fuller because the highlighter kind of raises your lip a little up. You can see it's not too much, but again, because of the highlighter is intended to get the light on the surface that you want to be a little bigger. So can you see a little difference when I put a highlight on top of my lip? Yeah, I think I didn't put it. Now when I come closer to the camera, I see little imperfections around my nose. So again, I can use a little more foundation. And if you're using the concealer, that's where concealer goes, around your nose, to make those red spots a little less visible. But anyways, here is the highlighter. Put highlighter here, 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 here. And I forgot that I told you to open my eyes a little bit, since I'm not using, on a daily basis when I go to work, I don't use eyeshadows, but to make my eyes a little more open, I use the same brush and I put the highlighter under my brows. See? And all of a sudden, any eyelids can look a little open. See? That's the trick. And again, the highlighter shouldn't be too sparkly or too, because again, I go to work. I don't need to impress anybody. I'm not going to the club. I don't want to look like I'm, you know, a fashion model doing a photo shoot, or I'm the bride, or I'm going to a party, I'm going to the club. I'm going to work, so I want my makeup to be very modest, very subtle. Is there a word, subtle? Okay. I think you look different now. Yeah, thank you. I do look different because we started from the sad round face, and now we did a little bit of makeup, which is not too much. It's still my colors. Like, you can see color of my skin. It's still me, you know, still my colors of my skin tone. Like, doesn't feel too much of a difference here and here, but it gives little, I think it lifts up your face a little bit without too much. Okay, so that's pretty much it. But now you see how my eyes gonna pop up. The last thing I do, I use the base for the mascara. I use lengthening mascara, and I do the, okay, maybe I'll do the blush first, because I do mascara first and then I do the blush. And again, I use this one because it's very nice color, and I wasn't sure if the peach color will look good on me, because my other blush was cream and it was more nude, pinky color, but this time I bought a little more peach color for the summer. So you can tell my old one was a little more brownie pink, and this is like more peach pink. but it's very beautiful and light, and I really like the blush. I use this little flat. And again, I used to put my blush in a round motion before, and I used to put it more on my cheek. Like, remember old days, they did it with they cut the beetroot and they would put it in the old times in the cartoons, and when we were growing up, people didn't have makeup and they could use anything to put on their cheeks, more in a round motion right here. But nowadays they say you use that flat brush to apply your blush because you want your blush to lift your face up. So I found this little tiny thing, and again, my brushes are very simple. Sometimes I buy them in TJ Maxx, sometimes I find them even in the grocery store. I see something I like and I buy them for like cheap, or at Target. So I don't even know where I bought this little guy, but it's really cute. And again, I tried to apply my peach blush in the up motion, but look how face looks different and happier with the blush. It's like there, the peach color, it just lifts you up. It just lifts up your mood. You feel so much prettier and so much glowing, so much more healthier, I would say. Rested and sun-kissed. Yeah, I love this blush. I didn't know that the peach will look good on me. I seriously thought more neutral, brownish, pinkish colors look good, but now I can tell that peach blush looks good on me too. It's not too bright. Again, it's not too sparkly, because sometimes the blushes come with the sparkle or with the highlighter. This is just perfect. You see the blush now? Yeah. All right. Now I feel happier with the blush. Why not, right? So now you'll see how my eyes will stick out after I put mascara. So if you never watched Makeup and Criminal Stories, or like, have you ever watched Bailey Sarian? I think Bailey Sarian, her name. She's putting makeup and she's telling creepy stories. Once in a while I watch her, and I really like how she does it. So one of my goals on YouTube is to try different things in terms of storytelling, in terms of making videos. So I just want to be like Bailey Sarian. Today I'm just explaining how I do my makeup step by step. But next time, if I'm experimenting, maybe I can even tell like some interesting stories from my life while doing makeup. Okay. I think it looks good. I think I will be ready. Let me blend it in a little bit more, so you don't see those. It's all about blending in. Как красивая музыка, beautiful music. Okay, this is what I use, base and this, and I use this. This is the tool when I separate my my mascara, when I separate my, how you call them, my lashes.
Okay, you put the base. Oh, I forgot to take before and after picture. A lot of people do that, before and after, and they put it on the next time. Next time. Okay, don't put too much of that base. It just makes lashes a little fuller, and it's just white stuff. I don't know what it is, but it does help to make mascara looks a little fuller and a little longer. Okay, just the base. And this is mascara. Lancome Definisil Lengthening Mascara. It's my favorite. It's been my favorite for 20 years. It was hard to get it. It was very expensive. I had to save to buy the mascara. It was half of my monthly paycheck back in Moldova. It was about $40 where I'm from, but $40 when you make $100 a month, it was a lot of money. But we still were managing to buy stuff like that. That was crazy. Here it's like $25, and I still consider it expensive. But back where we're from, everything was more expensive when it was brand name, and people still were able to buy stuff. Okay, see? What is base? Сейчас, Леночка, прочту вас. Простите. What is base? Base is like serum. No, base is like it's called Lancome Cils Booster XL. So it's a little thing. It's like a little, yeah. I don't know. It's like a little paste, I would say, a little. Maybe it does have some serum or something to make your lashes fuller, but it mostly like acts like a paste on top of which is like a foundation for the lash, for the mascara, something like that. You don't have to buy it. I just buy it because I kind of started to use it and noticed the difference. But again, if I'm in a hurry, I don't use it all the time. If I'm in a hurry, I just apply that. So you see I applied my mascara, but I don't like when my lashes are sticking together. And since when I was in high school, my friend showed me how her mom was separating her lashes. She had a pencil, a simple wooden pencil, and there was a needle on top of her pencil. She made it herself, and she used a big pencil and a needle to separate her lashes. And back in the day, we tried to because mascara was really bad back then, and we started to do that. And since then, I'm still using a little needle. I don't know, I just got this needle from a syringe, and it's very thin, and it's probably dangerous, but I'm so used to do that, so I never poke my eye with it. I'm very, very careful. So what I do, I separate my lashes with it. I don't like when my lashes stick together, so I like to separate them. I think it's a little too OCD, and I see a lot of people who do makeup, they do have lashes stuck together and they don't care, and that's what make lashes look fuller, I guess. But I like to separate my lashes. Yep, maybe maybe not like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but yeah, see, much better now. It's hard to see. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I need to move a little closer. I can't really see because, you know, I'm a little too far from my mirror, so I need to go a little closer to my mirror to do that. And I can't do it in the camera because on the phone I'm farsighted and nearsighted at the same time. So I'm wearing contact lenses for being nearsighted, but for the reading on the screen I'm using the cheaters like Old Lady, which are for farsighted. Okay. Okay, I'm still here. I'm almost done with separating my eyelashes. So what do you think? What do you think? How my eyelashes look? I think they're not curled up. I do have a little device and I use it once in a while to curl them up. But again, on a daily basis, it's too much work, guys. On a daily basis, when you rush to work, you want to have breakfast, you make yourself a cup of coffee, you make sure your kids have breakfast and have lunches to go to school. You don't have all this hour to do everything perfect. That's why I call it my quick makeup routine. And quick, let me see how long we've been here. With this video, we've been here for about 57 minutes now. Man, no, it doesn't take that long. I think here is the device to make them a little curly. Man, it doesn't take me that long to do my makeup in the morning. I promise. In the morning, it takes me about 35 minutes to do my makeup because I wanted to show you all the products and I wanted to show you how do I apply them. It took me longer. So here, voila. How do you like that? Oh, and I forgot, of course, before I go, because I still have breakfast, I still drink my coffee. I usually apply my Леночка, что вы мне там пишете, моя хорошая, моя дорогая? Looks very beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's very nice. I'm very humbled by your words. Anyways, so I don't usually put, and sometimes it's funny because I put my, this is a new one. I had just one like that before, but this one is coming right out of the box. So what happens, because I still eat and I still drink my coffee, then I sit in the car, and when I drive to work, I stop on the stoplight and I put my lipstick. And it's so cute because when you're on the stoplight, random people can look at you and you're like sitting there and putting your lipstick. It's really funny because sometimes the guys like wink to me or something, and I feel very flattered. So I like that routine when I'm on stoplight and I sip my coffee. I still finish my coffee, but I'm gonna put my I put my lipstick. So this is the new lipstick. So today you're seeing it for the first time, like this new lipstick. No, you saw it before because I made the short with it, but this one is brand new. I bought it when I bought few items recently. So I love that lipstick. It really moisturizes your lips. And again, it's not too bright. And Now as you may see, I don't use any pencils to do the contour, the lip contour. But as I said before, you can see this little highlight on the top of my lip. And it does make my lip look a little fuller without any injections. Maybe, yeah, I can see it's a little fuller. It's like top is sticking out a little bit in here. Okay, I like that lipstick. It's not sticky, it's very moist, and it doesn't stay long, but you can always reapply. It probably lasts me like at least 2 hours, and then if I go to a meeting or I need to talk to someone or we do something or I go for lunch, I go out of my office, I usually reapply it. Pretty, I really like that lipstick. It's from NARS. Look at the box, and the box can be used as a little mirror. Like when you're at work, you sit down and you kind of apply it, and you use the mirror and you apply it. Okay, this is it. Thank you for being with me. You cheered me up watching the video, watching my makeup routine. It took me the whole hour to apply it, but it cheered me up a little bit, and I have my little music here. And again, it's a long weekend. We usually go somewhere for the long weekend, but because we have a lot of things planned for the next weekends in June, and because I traveled last weekend and I had a lot of chores, you can only imagine I had 5 bins of laundry, and I had to clean my kitchen very well, and I had to clean my floors very well, even if the cleaning lady coming next Wednesday, because we're gonna be all here home for 3 days. I had to clean and get my house to how I like it without going nuts about things on the floor, about laundry not folded and stuff like that. And I cooked soup, I baked some chicken today. I didn't cook much today. I only made sandwiches for lunch for my kids and my husband. And we bought some stuff for burgers because we're gonna grill burgers tomorrow. All right, thank you for being with me. Thank you for tuning in to watch my makeup routine. I think YouTube brings me some kind of therapy in terms of expressing myself, in terms of being open, being myself, having viewers who like me or don't like me, but having people around and sharing my little things, what I do in life, how I cheer myself up, how I do things when, you know, every day. And I think you like this video, and I think you like my makeup, and I think it's not too much. Thank you for being with me. Сейчас я прочту вас, Леночка. Bye, my family need me. See you next time. Thank you for stopping by. Bye, bye. Good to see you again. Thank you for being around. Okay, have a good night or have a good day, wherever you are. Make sure you take good care of yourself, eat healthy, exercise, take good care of your loved ones. Make sure you always have time for your loved ones, and make sure that life is not only about hard work. Make sure you find time to have hobbies, and make sure you find time to go on YouTube and watch what you like. Make sure you have time for your interests. Make sure you always do something meaningful besides hard work and responsibility, because we all need time for ourselves. We all need to rest. We all need to slow down and do nothing sometimes. So thank you for being with me. Thank you for watching my channel, my shorts, and please give me a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you have ideas. What should I film? please always give me your ideas. I'll be very happy to have some feedback, and stay tuned for more videos and shorts. And of course, I'll mostly put something I'm fascinated with and I love to do. So I'm gonna flood my YouTube channel with more videos from my cruise, because I'm still putting them together. I still have a lot of footage from my cruise, and I'm still gonna share that with my viewers and with the whole YouTube community. Thank you so much for being around. Good night. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Bye bye, Kate B. Love you. Hugs and kisses. Love to everybody. Bye. Bye bye. And that video cheered me up a little more. Thank you.